Hello and welcome. Today I'm in the tier 9 Japanese battleship, the Izumo. This is a match I had very recently, I think it was last night actually. It's a match on the map Tears of the Desert, and I chose this today because it's a shorter match and I need to do some testing, so even with a match this long it might take quite a while. I apologize if some of the audio quality is messed up, too loud, too quiet, whatever. Anyways, there is a nice Fletcher over here who gave us a smokescreen while our team was pushing together, which is something that for some reason in a random battle I seem to see more of at high tiers than in, well, ranked battles. That's okay though. The Fletcher gave us a nice smokescreen. Unfortunately, I'm still spotted because the smokescreen doesn't cover me entirely. But it does cover the cruiser and the Iowa. Unfortunately, our Fletcher got hit by one of the torpedoes, I think. Or maybe the dive bombers, I'm not sure. Anyways, I'm shooting at that Des Moines, or shot at that Des Moines, because I figured I might be able to hit the shot, but unfortunately that did not work out. I would have thought of taking a shot at Aerroon, but she just passed behind an island, so I'll take another one on the Des Moines. Anyways, now I'm inside the smoke, so I'm unspotted even if I fire. Unfortunately, these shells are not gonna hit. Oh, no. Maybe even... no, never mind. Thought they might. I would have just needed to aim a little bit higher, but at this range and shell flight time, you pretty much need to predict where the enemy is going to turn, or slow down, or speed up, or whatever they do. It's not that difficult to actually avoid the shells of one ship. It becomes a bit tricky if there are many ships in play though, that are shooting at you, because, you know, it gets difficult to dodge if the shells are coming from multiple targets, essentially. I'm taking the shot at the Aerroon because the Des Moines is too far away. I hit one shell, but that was purely luck. Those shells would not have hit anything if they hadn't had dispersion as high. There are torpedoes incoming, so I need to turn my ship for that. But I keep shooting at the Aerroon. I think I might be able to... okay, never mind. I think I might have taken one of those, but fortunately the torpedoes dispersed before or they got to me. Anyways, I took a shot at the Aerroon. I missed again. I think at this time it wasn't even a dodge by the Aerroon, but I just missed myself completely. I keep slowing down because I don't want to get too close to the enemies, because if I do, I will be in a really bad situation. Because, you know, there's no path of return from there, and that was a good 11,000 damage on the Aerroon. I want to start moving because there are planes incoming, so that's what I'm gonna do. Not to mention there's an Izumo, so I need to maneuver for her, so I don't get citadel to, well, oblivion. But I don't need to do that because this Fletcher is amazing and he gives me a smokescreen again, so I'm gonna stop my ship and slow down. Yes, there are planes incoming, but it doesn't really matter if I stand still here or move at a really slow pace. So I'm gonna take the same amount of torpedoes anyway. By the way, I got a massive hit on that Izumo. So now I'll take another shot on the Des Moines because my guns were nicely pointed towards that direction. I'm gonna take 2 more torpedoes here. I think these shells were a bit too low. I wish I had aimed a bit higher. Anyways, now I'm inside the smokescreen, and that means I will not be hit by any shell fire for quite a long time. Like, this smokescreen is incredible. Unfortunately, there is a DD inside our cap zone, but that is something that I probably don't have to deal with. I will leave that up to the carrier to spot first. I'm gonna try taking out this Izumo to finish her off. Although I don't know if that shot was actually necessary because it appears she is flooding. Oh well, that's I didn't deal enough damage anyway, so it doesn't really matter whether I shot her or not. So, the back gun still hasn't fired, so I'm gonna take a shot at the Iowa with that one. And my front guns are loaded in a second or two, so I'm gonna take a shot at those as well. But now I need to focus on this Des Moines. I'm gonna leave the Kagera up to others, although, let's be fair, the only other one is the DD that has like 500 HP, so I think that even the Kagera would win a gunfight. I can't shoot this Des Moines here because she's behind an island. I don't want to take the risk because it's very likely that I would simply miss if I shot over this island. So I'm thinking of taking a shot at the Kagera instead, because I want to make sure that this shell salvo hits something to decap, because we don't have anything that can go into the cap zone right now. But it appears the Kagera is leaving our cap zone, so it's okay that I shoot at the Des Moines. And the Kagera is out, so the Des Moines is the primary target. Wow, only 7,000 damage from this angle. That's really unfortunate. It's okay though, because I think that we are not going to lose here, because the Kagera left the cap zone. I don't know why, I don't understand that one. If she hadn't left the cap zone and had stayed inside it, they might have actually won the game already. There are some planes incoming, but I still need to deal with them. Never mind, the Des Moines down. The Kagera is still there. Our carrier is dealing with it, and there's also a cruiser next to the carrier. The enemy carrier, tier 10 carrier by the way, is attacking me. Fortunately, she is 12 kilometers from me, so I might be able to return the favor soon. How many torpedoes did I take from this? This is 3, right? Only 3 torpedoes from a drop at this range. Like, I guess carriers aren't really that dangerous if the enemy CB isn't really good at it. Also, that was a really nice salvo on the Iowa. She conveniently keeps showing me broadside, so I can hit her really hard. At this point we are massively in the lead. The enemy team only has 2 battleships and a carrier left. My primary focus is on this Iowa instead of the Hakuryu, because I was afraid the Iowa was gonna shoot me. But it appears that's not the case. If I had known that, I would have just shot the Hakuryu instead. Because the Iowa wasn't threatening me. The Hakuryu is though, so that one is really the more important target. But then again, I still have plenty of HP left to be able to take a shot at the Hakuryu. I don't think I'm gonna survive the next false strike though. Because I don't have the HP to really... Oh my god, only 8,000 damage. I guess only 2 shells hit. Kinda makes sense. Thing is, there's a battleship on the other side, so I don't know which way to turn. Also, torpedo bombers incoming. This is really unfortunate. I think I'm gonna die here. Because I don't think I can take another, you know, torpedo bomber incursion and survive properly, because I only had 30,000 HP to start with, and I just got shot for like 4,000 by that Iowa as well, or battleship. I don't remember what class it is. And there's still 2 squadrons of torpedo bombers incoming who are splitting, so one of them is going to probably get like 3 torpedo hits, so that's enough to kill me. Fortunately, the carrier helped me, or the cruiser, I'm not sure actually. But I will be able to finish off the Hakuryu. Unfortunately, I took like 4. Okay, I would have taken 5 from this drop. Actually 6 if you count the one that I took early. By the way, what I'm saying in chat right now is somebody asked me if they should say hi to YouTube. I said that it's doubtful because I was in the Izumo. But, well, should have said hi to YouTube after all. I really like this new feature where you can follow the shells when you're spectating, but this Iowa is so very dead. And that's the game. What a nice short game. I mean, I got 10 citadel hits in an Izumo. I got high caliber, 489,000 credits, 10,000 experience, although that's multipliers, high caliber only, sadly. 36 shell hits, 3 ships destroyed, 10 citadels. And this is a game, this isn't the full game. We only had, like, what is this, 8 people per side. I got 2,682 experience in an Izumo. Hindenburg got 2,400. That's a lot. Like, us two were pretty much the top. But this Fletcher, really, while the result might be low, I think there's a reason why that guy is a tier 1 or rank 1 player. Anyways, this is how the damage went. I did 168,000 damage. That's a good result in an Izumo, especially for an 8 player per side match. I took 118,000 damage. Look at that, 76,800 damage by torpedoes. But then again, think about how many times the carrier actually attacked me with planes. That's 3 attacks. So, I mean, I feel like I tied up the carrier for a really long time, so I think that was completely worth it. And I made 300,000 credits as profit. My commander also went up 2 levels, but that's because I'm using like a tier 2 commander or something, or like level 2 one. So anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, then please subscribe, and thanks for watching.